Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I am here in Blackpool. I am by a very busy junction here, Oxford Square, one of the busiest junctions in Blackpool. In this video I want to take you down a street I've not been down for a while. It's called Whitegate Drive and it goes right across here where these cars are going. It's a couple of years I think since I've been down there, and it's quite a long road. It's about a mile long. It links up with Devonshire Road and runs north and south, and I've taken it down Central Drive and Lytham Road in my videos, and those are a little bit rough, those roads. But Whitegate Drive is a little bit different. It's further east, it's closer to Stanley Park, it's a little bit more lively, a little bit more higher class. So let's check it out, shall we? Yeah, so here's a look at Oxford Square. We're around about tea time, by the way. I'm filming this on a Thursday, middle of the week. That's looking towards the old Thomas Motors over there. That building there on the corner it's the oldest, well, it's the only surviving part of the old Thomas Motors. As we look up here, check it out. Oh, can you see that? We've got the moon up there. I can even see Jupiter right next to the moon. Can you see that? Wow, we've got planet Jupiter there right next to the moon. Anyway, let's pan around this way. That's looking down Park Road. That takes you into town, by the way. Yeah, and we've got a building on the corner here, which looks like it. I think it used to be the Midland Bank, the old Midland Bank, HSBC. They're over the road, by the way, at, just next to Martin Institute. But this is Whitegate Drive now. There's actually some quite fancy properties down here. It's quite, I mean, Blackpool itself is not an expensive place to live, but some of the more expensive properties are going to be, you're going to get some pretty expensive properties along here actually, because there's quite a lot of quite big houses. There's also loads of shops and pubs and all sorts of things along Whitegate Drive, so it's a little bit, it's suffered a bit less, should I say, than Lytham Road and Central Drive, which I've shown on the channel quite a few times before. And you'll notice that I'm wearing my Arctic gear for this video because it's absolutely freezing. We even had a snow shower about 10 minutes ago. Had a bit of a dusting on the road, yeah. So there you go. What do you expect, eh? Middle of January. Just on the corner of that road there, we've got a war memorial, and we've got this big sign here. Look at that there. Look, South Shore, Lytham Airport that way. Got a church in here called St Paul's Church. Don't know if you can see it. It's all in the darkness. It's got a bit of a graveyard as well. Spooky. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? Along Whitegate Drive northbound, and we're going to head towards the very end, Devonshire Square. It's about a mile long, I'd say, roughly. So we'll head all the way to the end and we'll see what we can see. You see that pub over there? That's called The Saddle, and it's the oldest pub in Blackpool. I'm just going to put a picture on the screen now of the blue plaque. We've got a blue plaque outside. That building dates back to 1776. It used to be a saddlery. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a pub. I'm not sure how long it's been a pub, should I say. But there you go, the Saddle Pub, the oldest pub here in Blackpool. And something else about the Saddle, they also serve draft bass permanently. That's the one with the red triangle, the first ever trademark in this country. Registered trademark, the bass triangle. We've got the Saddle Chippy over there. And there's a Tesco petrol station where the old tram sheds used to be. The trams used to come down here, yeah, and they used to go in there to the tram sheds around the back. They're still there, by the way. And I think that they must have covered the tracks up just with the tarmac. What do you think? On this corner here, we've got a B&M. Look at this, check it out, B&M. I remember it was a quick save, this, you know. Yeah, this used to be a quick save for ages, and now it's a B&M. And I want you to put your tinfoil hats on, folks, because check this out. Right outside the front of B&M, we've got this. Ooh, 5G.
Ooh, 5G. Oh, get your tinfoil hats on, hats on, hats on.
You know, I reckon you could cook a meal with the heat coming off these things here, you know. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, by the way. Anyway, that's looking right in there now. You can see, probably see the building at the back there. It's now an equipment hire place, but that's where the trams used to go in. They stopped the trams around here about mid-60s. About 65 or 66, they stopped the trams coming down here, yeah. I'll tell you what, it's pretty busy as well. Like I said, I think we're just coming up to about 6 o'clock in the evening. So it is pretty busy here on Whitegate Drive. That's a new building, that. A new business, Embrace Lodge Adult Daycare. And just on the corner over there used to be an office supplies called Longfellows. That's changed hands now. As we look over the road, there's Papa John's takeaway, number 10. Bar and kitchen. It's like one of those trendy little pubs, micro pub, if that's what you want to call it. So there's something new going in there where that office supply. The thing about Whitegate Drive is that, like I say, compared to the other streets, Lytham Road, Central Drive, which run kind of parallel to this one, Whitegate Drive does have a bit more going for it, but there are a few closed shops. This one's been closed for years. It used to be Blockbuster's Video. That's as far back as I can remember. This shop here was Blockbuster Video. Oh, we used to love going in there. It was massive. Blockbuster. Yeah, those were the old days. And then it was empty for a while. It became a Morrison's local. It changed hands again. And it's a bit of a state, actually, doesn't it? Look at this. It's a big shop, you know. Look at that. It's in a good position as well, you know. It really is. That could do really well as something else. As you look across the road, Subway, got a Chinese. We've also got Print IT, which is a good print shop if you need anything printed. Just over here we've got another couple of shops, a mobile phone shop, Relish. That used to be called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it was quite a trendy food place, that, and it closed down. It actually got vandalised, yeah, as well. So there's a bit of history there with that place. We're just going past this place. It looks like it's look at that there. Look, it's all. Are they going to knock it down? Hey, I'll tell you something else about Whitegate Drive. You'll find that this is quite leafy as well. Look, we've got some massive trees down here. You don't get these on Central Drive, and certainly not on Central Drive. Check it out. They must be knocking this place down. Look, this is like a sort of, what was it, a day centre or something? Look at it. Look, they've got these massive skips here. They must be clearing out all the stuff. They're stripping it, aren't they? It says over there, Whitegate Manor, Children, Adult and Family Services, that way. There's another building just over there. But yeah, it looks like they're knocking this place down. And as I look over the road, we actually see a few houses. And you know what? The houses down here are actually really, really nice houses. There's one for sale here on the corner with McDonald. It's a detached property. And I tell you what, if I remember, I'll put a link to that in the description. I want to find out how much that is, because that's quite a nice looking detached property here on Whitegate Drive. I did say that Whitegate Drive it's certainly a massive step up from Central Drive and the northern part of Lytham Road. I talk about Lytham Road a lot, but it's really just the northern part of Lytham Road that suffers. The southern part of Lytham Road towards the airport is actually quite leafy. So that's welcome to Blackpool Centre for Independent Living. That's a social care centre there. We're making our way along Whitegate Drive towards Devonshire Square. Got some more big houses here. Some of these will have been turned into flats, but some of them, quite a few of these houses here are quite fancy actually. There will be family homes. You don't really get many family homes on Central Drive. There's a blue plaque on that one. I wonder what that was. Can't read it for me. I'll have to try and find out about that. But as you can see, there's some massive properties and quite a lot of trees as well. Yeah, we've even got trees, not just in the gardens, but we've got trees on the pavement as well. Look at that. Pretty old trees as well. I reckon some of these trees are probably 100 years old, because we're only a block away from Stanley Park. If you head down that road over there, that'll take you to Stanley Park. So the closer you get to Stanley Park in Blackpool, the more trees you're going to get. And I think, you know, trees do make a bit of a difference. We're just going past St Vincent Avenue. Some pretty big properties up there as well. It is quite a desirable area. It's Whitegate Drive. Just over there, that's a nursing home over there. I'm just going past a bus stop here. It's a number 61 bus. Look at the way that wall comes out there. That's funny, isn't it? That's weird. I never noticed that before. I wonder if that was for a tree. You know, sometimes they build walls around trees, don't they? This property here is quite fancy as well, yeah. Look at the wall. They don't build walls like that anymore. Accrington brick. Yeah, a lot of the properties down here are built with Accrington brick. And as I look over the road, it's in darkness, but that was where the old Elmsley Girls' School used to be. Right over there. The Elmsley Girls' School. It's all been turned into posh flats now, so those aren't going to be cheap to get a flat in there. They've got the original building, which we're looking at now. That's the original building, and next to that they've got some newer buildings. They actually lost a tree there a couple of years ago. I filmed it on the video. A tree came crashing down and took all the wall out. An old elm, an elm tree probably. Here's something else as well. You notice these gate posts. Look at the gate posts here. Look at these old gate posts there. Hey, they don't make them like that anymore, do they? Oh, these are big houses. These look at that. I can't tell if some of them might be flats. Wow, look at this. There's one here that's called The Gorgeous Clinic. It's a business, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Wowzers. The Gorgeous Clinic. Fillers, fat dissolving, skin tightening, advanced aesthetics. We're now up to Conda Grove. This is Conda Grove. And during the day, it is pretty busy around here. Again, if you go straight down there, you can pretty much see Stanley Park, the floodlights, where they're playing football. Yeah. But we're going to carry on. There's the sign there, Whitegate Drive. We've got a big building here. This is called Homefiled House. It's a retirement complex, that Homefiled House. And straight across the road, that's sheltered by the way, Homefiled House. There's another block of flats over there, but probably more for the older people, I'd say, those. But we're making our way down Whitegate Drive. Not seen many people actually, but it is quite lively. On the quiet is Whitegate Drive. It can be quite lively at times. Somerset Avenue now. Another block of flats there. They look quite swanky actually. Got a nice garden as well, nice lawn at the front. Could probably play croquet on that, what do you think? Look at that. That's the Glenroyd Medical Centre. Just in there, yeah. We're actually now coming up to the Whitegate Drive Medical Centre. Massive, absolutely massive building. It's right over there now. And I tell you what, on my left hand side there are some big houses. These are big houses, folks. Very, very swanky. Permit parking around here on these side streets. Resident permit parking only. Westmoreland Avenue this. That's right opposite the Whitegate Drive Medical Centre. Oh, I tell you what, I've got to be careful because there's a lot of ice around. It's absolutely deadly as I walk past some more flats. Even more flats. There's loads of apartment buildings along Whitegate Drive. Look at that there, that is absolutely deadly. Imagine walking on that there. I'd probably land flat on my back like I did on that live stream. Anyway, we're at Cumberland Avenue and look, we've got a brand new block of flats here, and this has only just gone up. This plot of land here with this big wall going around it, it's even got a lich gate. Look at that there, there's a lich gate. This is proper old, folks. I don't know what this used to be, but this plot of land here was empty for years. It really was, and it's got this big wall that goes around it, and look at those flats they've built there now. They've only gone up in the last year, and this has been empty for decades. It was like a jungle. I'm going to show you what it is. Muir, Whitegate Drive, development of 16 new apartments. Oh, there you go. I wonder how much one of those will be. Just looking over the road there, we've got a cobbler's and a beauty salon. Woodland Grove over there. Again, that will take you to Stanley Park, straight down to Stanley Park. More houses here, residential. Like I say, I think the houses down here are quite smart. Some of them very, very, they've got a lot of original features on them, these houses. Some very, very nice properties down Whitegate Drive and on some of the streets just off Whitegate Drive. We're now up to Gloucester Avenue, and another massive block of flats here. Look at this. That's absolutely huge. Look at that. You're not short of flats along here. We're coming up to an area now where there's loads of shops. Oh, check it out, fish and chips, I can smell them. How are we chippy? Look at that. Yeah, we're now coming up to a part of Whitegate Drive now where there's loads and loads of shops. We've got motor spares on the corner here. Very, very popular shop for drivers. You get all the taxi drivers going there. A few houses over the road. I think is that a business? I think that's a business, that one. Look at the house though, look. It's massive, isn't it? So some of these houses over the road here have been turned into businesses, I think. But look at the size of them though. It's like I say, Whitegate Drive. It always was a bit more upmarket, being closer to Stanley Park. But as you can see, we've got loads of. Oh look, got a Turkish barber. What a surprise! I never expected to see a Turkish barber down here. That's Portland Road. It's actually got a lot of terraced houses down there, so they might not be too expensive. Got a big shop here called the Family Shopper. It's absolutely massive, and it's really, really well lit. Look at this. Look at that. It's lit up like daytime in there. Wow. That is really, really bright. And over the road we've got another Subway. Look at that, and a Tesco Express. Now just here on the left hand side is a massive building. It used to be Shaw's Depository. Can you see up there? Shaw's Depository. And it's a tile and bathroom centre on the ground floor. That used to be Michael's Indian restaurant for about 10 years. I think the guy that owns it owns this place. He turned it into a tile place. So that used to be Michael's, yeah. Got a few businesses like professional services, accounting, that building over there, accountants, solicitors, that sort of thing. We're getting to that part of the road now where we have a lot of shops and insurance as well. Just up here we've got BP Insurance Brokers. I actually use them myself, so shout out to BP Insurance Brokers. Tower Audio, specialist audio services. If you're into building systems. Soto Pizzeria, that looks classy, doesn't it? Look at that there, look. Hey, you don't get that on Central Drive, do you? Come on now. Hey, that is quite fancy. It looks like BP sponsor these trees outside in pots as well. It's alright, isn't it? Domino's on the corner here. We're now up to Palatine Road. Now, the thing about Palatine Road is, I have mentioned it a few times on the channel before, it meets up with Central Drive, and where it meets up with Central Drive is, well, it's a bit of a red light area at the other end of this road. Not so much at this end. I don't know, I've never really seen anything like that going on down here, but I'm just saying that at the other end of that road there, it's a little bit like that. But we're now up to the Bellevue pub. Check it out, the Bellevue. Robbie Williams did a video in there, upstairs in one of the rooms. Advertising space. If you look at the video, you might recognise the windows of that pub there, the Bellevue. China Garden. That's swanky, isn't it? The Monkey's Grill. So there you go, the Bellevue. Very, very famous. Well, famous in Blackpool anyway. Been here a long time. It used to have an Art Deco style garage next to it, and you see that Sainsbury's over there. Oh sorry, it used to be a Sainsbury's, it's a Morrison's now. That is done in the style of the Art Deco, like the garage that was there before, you see. So there you go. This road here is called Reeds Avenue, and again that links up with, eventually it comes out at Central Drive, and where it comes out is it's not quite as pretty as what it is down this end, put it that way. Well, we'll carry on. Oh look, we've got another Barber's. If I can get past this ice here without slipping over. Another Turkish Barber's. Accountants. I'll just quickly show you over the road because there's a bar, a trendy bar over there called Ronnie's. Look at that there, can you see it? Ronnie's. Sorry about the traffic noise. Ronnie's. But I just want to quickly show you something down here. Down this little path here is the Guards Club. Look at that there. That's the Guards Club. Yeah, an old social club. Yeah, a working men's club. And it's hidden away down there. Look at that there, look. The Guards Club. There you go. That's an old looking shop, isn't it? Look, Michael S. Bridge Furnishings got the orthopaedic chair centre. We're now up to the junction with Hornby Road. This is Hornby Road. I think that used to be a bank on the corner there. Barclays or something. Over the road there, that's Forest Gate. Again, it takes you round Stanley Park on the north side of Stanley Park. That building on the corner there, the vape store, used to be a bank. You know, it's funny how a lot of the banks have all been turned into like vape stores and things like that, isn't it? It was the banks that used to make loads of money. Now it's a vape store. This is, whoa, the road rage going on there. Hornby Road. Well, I've been up Hornby Road before. In fact, I went up Hornby Road on the leafy part of Blackpool to the concrete jungle, and yeah, it's another one of those roads that's a little bit dodgy. But we're getting on now, folks, and we're almost at the end of Whitegate Drive. We've got some more houses over here. Some of them are businesses, but there's a row over there, big row over there, which look like the private houses, and they're actually nice looking houses as well. Really, really nice looking houses, those. Got some nice doors on the front as well. They haven't all got the UPVC door. Some of them have like a wooden door or a composite door. Looks a bit better. Oh, look at this, folks. Hey, come on now, it's Blackpool Tower. Check it out. This is looking up Leeds Road towards Blackpool Tower. There you go. Devonshire Square, there you go. We're coming into Devonshire Square, folks. Another convenience store. There's another road over there. I don't know the name of it, but you see that building on the corner called the Hair? It's a hair and beauty place. That used to be a post office. There, yeah. But we're almost there, folks. On our little tour of Whitegate Drive. On the corner here we've got Tiger Lettings. That's looking up Rakes, towards the Rakes pub up there. This road is called Leamington Road, and that heads up towards the Rakes pub, named after the Rakes Palace Gardens, yeah. So we're almost there, folks. Got a few more houses here. Citizens Advice over there. More trees as well. Look at that. Another convenience store, if there wasn't enough already. So this is it now. We're now at Devonshire Square. We've got a bit of a garden area here. The road pulls off. There's a bit of a little road that pulls off here. That building in front of us used to be toilets. It's now a substation. It might have been a substation as well, I don't know, but it used to be toilets as well. Now if I quickly show you over the road, that's a number 3 pub. There you go, the number 3 pub. We're now at the end of Whitegate Drive. Look at that, got a bit of a garden going on. Now I remember, I don't know if anyone else does, but there used to be a bit of a naughty shop somewhere just up here. I think it was one of these. Yeah, a bit of a naughty shop, folks. Does anyone remember? I think it had all blacked out windows, you couldn't see inside it. I think it was that one there. Anyway, there you go. I tell you what, that was quite an in-depth walk along Whitegate Drive. I mean, I've been down here a couple of times before, but I really went into depth on this one. I've just noticed as well, this building behind me, it's got like a nice curve to it. So if you ever come down this way, check out the buildings and the houses, because they're actually quite smart. Yeah, it's not too bad a street here in Blackpool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you remember any of the stuff that I walked past? Do you remember the old girls' school? Do you remember when the trams used to come down here? And do you remember when we used to have toilets here at Devonshire Square? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.